Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel again. So this is the part 2 of the previous video, how to do cost averaging. So in my previous video, it only says that kung magkano yung pera na pwede mong ipunin sa isang buwan or every 3 months or every 6 months or even a year. So kung magkano yung pera na maipon mo, so yun yung i-invest mo regularly sa stock market. So it can be every month, every 3 months. So the same amount of money that you will invest in the stock market for a certain period of time. Itong part 2 na ito, yung i-discuss naman natin is how do cost averaging works. So paano ito gagana? How it will work as part of our strategy to invest in the stock market. But first, we should know that cost averaging is not limited to stock market investing only. So if you research on the internet, if you type the word cost averaging, so maraming type of currencies na pwedeng mag-cost average ka. So halimbawa, merong dollar cost averaging, merong pounds cost averaging, merong rupee. So dito sa atin sa Pilipinas, we call it peso cost averaging. So yun dapat malaman nyo na yung cost averaging is not only applied to the stock market. So with that in mind, let us now learn how cost averaging works. So paano ito gumagana? So babalik tayo doon sa ginagamit natin na previous spreadsheet or previous Excel file na ginamit natin. Okay, so puntahan natin yung Excel file. Okay, we're back to our example. So basically, itong ginawa nating example is ito pa rin yung ginagamit natin from our previous video about on how to do cost averaging. So nandito yung file. So ito yung ginamit natin previously. Yung last two columns lang, yung significance itong last two columns. So ginamit natin previously is stock value and sa last is gain loss. However, dito sa how cost averaging works, so pinalitan natin siya ng average price and the difference. So again, let us go back to our previous simulation. So kung mag-invest kayo starting June 15, 2020 at a price of 20 pesos per share, then an amount of 5,000, so you can have both shares of 250 shares. Then yung average price nyo, because initial pa lang yan, so of course 20 pesos price per share kasi yun yung una mong binili. Then secondly, when you invest again after 3 months, another 5,000 to your account. So pero bumaba yung price ng stocks na binili mo, nagiging 12.5 pesos. So kung ito yung pagbasihan nyo, so lugi ka na ng 7.50 pesos. Pero ang kagandahan naman is nakabili ka ng maraming shares. So from 250 na nabili mo noong June 15, so sa ngayon pwede ka nang makabili ng up to 400 shares. Then of course, tataas yung number of shares mo, magiging 650 yan kasi 250 plus 400, so nagiging 650. So how do we compute the average price? So it is very simple. So itong total amount invested mo, i-divide mo lang itong 650 pesos. So yan yung average price mo for the time being, for the second time na bumili ka or nag-invest ka. So instead of 750 yung difference niya, because gumamit tayo ng cost averaging, so medyo mas maliit yung difference, 4.62 pesos lang. So hanggang on your third investment, December 2020, so bumaba pa rin yung price ng stock, nagiging 10 pesos na lang. So mas marami yung nabili mo na shares kasi bumaba yung price, so 500 shares. So yung naging total stocks mo ngayon is 1,150 pesos. So ibig sabihin, yung average niya is 13.04. So difference from the previous average price is 2.34. So yan yung ibig sabihin ng cost averaging. So ito yung paraan or how it works. Sinabi nga how does it work. So ito yun. So meron lang akong ipapakitang graph dito. Okay guys, so ito yung graph na sinasabi ko na nagplot tayo sa itong data natin, no? Yung average price and yung actual stock price. So kung marunong kayong magbasa ng graph, so if you compare the average price versus the actual price, so itong pula na line, itong red line, so yan yung average price. So when we bought our first stocks at 20 pesos per share, so when the price goes ups and downs, itong naman, purple na lines, ito yung actual price. So kung napansin nyo, habang bumababa din natin yung ating average price, pero nung tumaas siya ng higher, nagiging above 60 pesos na siya. So ito yung advantage niya kasi yung average price mo dyan lang naglalaro kung saan ka unang bumili. So ito yung ibig sabihin ng cost averaging. So okay guys, yun yung presentation natin using the spreadsheet and the graph. So nilagay natin sa graph para makita natin yung difference niya on how it works talaga sa pag-invest natin. Kasi ganito kasi yung mangyayari guys. Halimbawa, kasi may nagtanong sa akin previously na if I have 100,000 pesos in my savings account, then gusto kong mag-invest sa stock market, ano yung pinaka magandang gawin sa investment ko? So I suggest, kasi wala pa siyang alam regarding technical analysis or fundamental analysis, so I suggest this type of method, the cost averaging. Yung 100,000, wag mong ibili lahat. So 100,000 mo by cost averaging method, sa binigay natin na example, every 3 months. So yung 100,000 pesos mo, pwede mong invest alternately. So halimbawa, for the first 3 months, maglagay ka ng 10,000. So the next 3 months, 10,000. Kasi yung mangyayari, pag nilagay mo yan lahat, wala kang makukuha na cost averaging. Kasi pag bumili ka ng 20 pesos per share on June 15, so yung 100,000 pesos mo, yung price niya is 20 pesos. Tapos nakikita natin sa simulation na during that period bumaba siya hanggang naging 10 pesos na lang siya. So kung ikaw yung nag-invest, so titingnan mo yung nangyayari sa stocks mo, so talagang magugulat ka na at magpapanik ka na. Kasi yung 100,000 pesos mo nagiging 50,000 pesos na lang pagdating ng December, or yung ginawa natin na simulation. So kaya itong cost averaging na method, benefit of this is our buying price when we started is doon lang maglalaro. So meron tayong window na tinatawag. Halimbawa, doon sa ating ginawa na graph, after 3 years na nag-invest ka, tumaas siya ng hanggang 60 pesos per share. Pero yung average price natin, hindi nga umabot ng 20 pesos. At bigla siyang bumaba. So, before mag-break even, bumalik siya sa previous price niya. So, pwede ka nang mag-decide na magbenta. So, that's how cost averaging works. So, meron kang makikita na signals, yung tinatawag natin na signals, na kailan mo siya pwedeng ibenta na may gain ka na. So, yun yung advantage ng cost averaging. So, may nagsasabi na, is this the best method on investing the stock market? So, masasagot ko dyan is, if you are a beginner, very, very yes. But, as the years goes by na pinag-aralan mo yung takbo ng stock market, you venture into trading, itong cost averaging, hindi na ito best strategy sa mga traders. Kasi may tinatawag tayo na mga day traders, yung during the day, they buy a certain stock. When they hit their target price, so they're going to sell. Then the following day na naman, pero yung ginagawa nila, they study the fundamentals and the technicals of the certain stock. If you are starting, then I suggest you do cost averaging. So, that's it for today guys, and hopefully sa mga hindi pa nag-subscribe, so paki-like lang ng video na ito and subscribe to my channel. So, sa part 3 naman itong video na ito is I will discuss what stocks that fits to cost averaging. So, gagawa din tayo ng presentation. So, para magbigay lang ng kahit konting idea on what stocks to invest using the cost averaging method. Okay guys, so thanks for watching and God bless sa lahat.